Hello dear friends, welcome to a new reading, a general reading and a time-specific reading. Being a general reading, please take in account only what you feel that is resonating with yourself. I'm speaking here about energies, I'm not speaking about sexes. I use the characters in the cards in order for me to be able to express myself, but that doesn't mean that if I'm expressing myself as a gender or to a gender, I am addressing only that gender. We all have both energies in us, so please bear with me because it's much easier for me this way to keep a storyline. Because I am speaking about energies, these energies can also interchange with the characters in the cards. That means that I may speak directly to you, Aries, because this is your reading, or I may speak directly to the cross-watcher. If this is your case, you will know it and you'll be able to identify it from the storyline. Thank you for all of you who are making donations. I appreciate it. For those of you who are interested in private readings, you can find all the details in the description box below. I like to let the cards come out by themselves. I know this can take a while. This is why all the readings have chapters. So if you're not interested in this whole process, if you already know this introduction, please feel free and go directly to the chapter that you are interested in. In case that the chapters are not being shown in the YouTube player, depending on the device that you are using, you can always find the timestamps to the chapters into the description box below. If you like what you are seeing, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, you're welcome. This being said, thank you again, and let's start with your reading. For all who have the Sun, Moon, Rising or Planet Venus in the sign of Aquarius, what's for their higher good to know now? What's best for them to know now? Now being the time that you are watching the recording. Best messages for Aries, please. And everything that is in their higher good to know now. Two of Wands. Two of Wands is knowing that you are at a crossroad and you have to make a choice to choose which way you go from here, which path you choose. But just look at this card. How marvelous this character stands there. Very encouraging. Not only encouraging, he has so much dignity. He's so sure of himself that whatever he chooses, he will be led towards something new, towards a new horizon. That life it's his oyster, and he's ready for everything that it's meant to come into his path, on his path. He's really choosing and being very anxious to go towards it. It's like successful. I'm here, I'm ready, let's go. This is the energy that the Two of Wands has. So just be courageous and make your choice and act on it, because it will lead you towards something that is very encouraging and you'll be very satisfied in what you are ready to embark or discover with this new path that you are choosing. So good for you, Aries. Best messages sorry, for Aries, please. Four of Pentacles. It came flipped, so I took it first. Page of Pentacles. King of Wands, this is your energy. Nine of Cups. Judgment. Eight of Pentacles. Nine of Wands. And Strength. Another fire sign like you, Strength. At the bottom of the deck you have the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is the energy that holds together your entire reading. It's that current of energy that can move the reading in the direction that it needs to go. It also can be the energy in which you are right now. So I don't think that the Ten of Wands can be subtle and you're not conscious about it. You are conscious about it, and it can be so powerful that even others around you are conscious about this energy. This is like being in hell. So with the Ten of Wands here, you are putting an end to a cycle, but not anyhow. You are ready to be reborn, because you integrated everything that is to be integrated from this experience that was not at all easy. It took a lot from you, but at a soul level you chose this experience to be so hard, because we choose this kind of experience mostly because maybe even in previous lifetimes we didn't integrate everything from something, and now we are choosing to be a little bit harder in order, not because we want to or because we are masochistic, but it's like a tension when things start and get harder. This is, in a way, until now, the way that humanity learned, through hardship. So when it's something harder, it's like an attention. Be attentive now, because this gets harder and harder, and because of it you start and put yourself the right questions. Why am I doing here? Why am I again in this kind of situation? Why? And search for the real meaning. Searching for the real meaning gets you to not only understand the wisdom behind the experience, but also integrate that wisdom. And when you start and integrate it, you start the releasing process. And we can see these Ten of Wands not only as a hell, it is hard, but it's also a kind of purification through fire. It's purifying everything. It's you start the releasing process of it. And this is about the reading. You're putting an end to this hardship. Why? Because you learned everything that it was to be learned from that experience, so that you put an end to that cycle once and for all, and don't have to repeat it again, because it's learned, it's checked, and this is it. We're moving on from now to something else. And about this speaks also the Page of Pentacles, that tells us about things that very important life lessons that you integrated, and because of it you are being upgraded. You are moving on towards another level, a level in which you will see that things are working in another way. You have to learn something new, but it doesn't scare you, because you know that everything that you are starting now and learning now at this new level will help you to have a very practical, pragmatical way of looking at things, doing things, so that you'll be able to bring much more value to everything that you are starting and doing. Eight of Pentacles, it's speaking about self-mastery, but it's speaking also about learning new things, learning new ways of doing things in that practical, pragmatical way, but also speaks to us about that higher perspective from which you are starting and looking at things. I hope you can see that it's like much brighter. It's like a light that it's from the third eye, from especially from the crown chakra, showing you where to look in order for you to be able to start and see patterns that are repeating themselves, patterns of thinking, patterns of doing, patterns of approaching, and so on. And as I told you, you are starting and putting yourself those important questions. Why am I doing this thing exactly this way? I know where it will lead me. Let's tweak a little bit in order for me to be able to have another outcome. Does this something good for me or not? Does this I don't know, way of looking at things, judging things, or whatever it is, expressing myself or not? Is this in perfect harmony with me or not? And so on. And with that, you are learning new ways of doing, of thinking, of making, because you're ready. You're ready to put an end to something, to put an end to an important chapter into your life in order for you to be able to start something new. But not only a chapter, you are ready to start a new life. This is your rebirth. This is Archangel Gabriel that comes in with his messages, blows his horn, and you are not only hearing it, but you are answering it, because you are ready. You know you deserve much better than this, and you will start a new life exactly as you know that you are deserving of. Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is a very fixed sign. It's very Taurian sign. It's maybe we cling on something or others are clinging on us, and it's like in this depiction, this character, it's clinging on this other character. It doesn't want to let it go. We all want stability and security, and sometimes we stay in circumstances, situations, partnerships, relationships that are not working quite so well, but because it gives us a little bit of sense of security and stability, we continue and stay on that. And I always tell you with the Four of Pentacles, let it go, because if it's meant to be yours, whatever the Four of Pentacles is for you, the universe will find another way to bring that something back into your life. And if it's not meant to be yours, by opening, by letting it go, by releasing it, you are opening yourself towards something that is much more aligned with yourself, much more in tune with yourself. When we are stubborn and we are clinging on something, even if something wants to come in, it cannot, because we are so clanked. So for me, maybe it was somebody that clanked this way to you, but for me, with the judgment here, you are releasing everything. You understood everything that it was to be understood from this experience, and you release everything. And by opening up, you are opening yourself towards this new life, because you integrated a lot. You know, you got that higher perspective and understand things now from that higher perspective. It was not easy, but you continued and go on, because the Nine of Pentacles and exactly this dignity, exactly as the Two of Wands that we had when I split the deck. Just look at him, how it's hard, but I will continue on, and I will overcome it. And this is what you did, and it's not easy. The Nine of Wands, 9 as a number, speaks to us about completion, about graduation. We can't stop there, but if we are stopping there, we are starting the same cycle. But you continued on, and because you continued on, you went through something that was even harder than this, but with this hardship came also the opportunity of integrating everything and starting that releasing process. And this is why you listen to your guidance in, it's like, I'm sick and tired of this whole situation. I want to take a break, but something deep down in yourself told you, go on, keep going, persevere, you have just a little bit more, and then you'll be able to take a break. And you did that. This Leo, we use this 9 of Wands. We put ourselves under protection. It's good, but and you did that, just make sure that you put yourself under protection, not isolating yourself. I don't know if these 5 wands here are protecting you from somebody, or this is like over the shoulder, like a guardian that is here protecting you. And with the strength here, that is the sign of lion, that gives you strength. I really feel that this energy is like you have somebody that is next to you, that is there for you, protecting you, guiding you. Again, with the crown chakra, it's the sun here, but it's like the crown chakra is opening and you receive all those guidance, that those messages, for you to be able to recognize your inner strength, for you to be able how to act in order to act, not only react. And when I see this card, it always reminds me of Saint Veronique, is I think the one that hold the Giorgio, that cloth with which Jesus was hold, and afterwards his face is here. It's, I don't know, it doesn't come now for me. It's from Torino. I will look it up and make it in a comment. It always speaks to me about this. It's like you are being guided, just keep on going. You have that strength. We are here with you. We are protecting you. We are here not only to protect you. It is a protection, but it's mainly for you to realize for yourself what's within yourself. It can be somebody from Leo that helps you, that is there for you, inspiring you to rediscover yourself, your inner strength. And it can be somebody that is, I really see it as being somebody that is there for you, to pamper you, to take care of you, because 9 of Cups is speaking to us about, yes, it speaks mainly about 2 things, about bringing things into fruition, into materialization, making dreams for yourself come true. But you are able to do that because you remain in a higher frequency. You do things that you are enjoying, and with that raise your frequency. And whenever we are in a high frequency, we materialize much more easier, much more quicker. But it also can speak to us about the taking care of ourselves, not only the body but the emotional side of us, the spiritual side of us, in taking care, in doing what we are enjoying, and through that in a sense of detaching ourselves emotionally from everything that is not from a higher frequency. These kind of things. You detach yourself, and because you understood the higher perspective, and because you integrated everything, you are able to detach yourself from it and take care of yourself and start and raise your frequency with every day further. because it speaks about independence. It's one of the two of minor arcana that is speaking about independence mainly. When they are coming out in a reading, I see that as being splitting ways. Somebody gains their independence. You had the Two of Wands when I split the deck, so you have a choice to make. You know that you are at a crossroad and you are making that choice. By detaching yourself emotionally and analyzing that choice emotionally detached, gaining your independence. But it also can be making dreams for yourself come true, maybe with somebody from Leo that is very protective, it's very encouraging, it's very, I'm here for you if you are needing, because I cannot remember that Leo as a sign speaks about the heart, about unconditional love. So you are moving from hardship, from everything that you learn through hardship, you are moving towards something very light, very high frequency, and this of course is you. This is your energy. You are the King of Wands. So you are the one that is moving on. It's like, I want to get there, and I set my intention and I'm not looking elsewhere, and I will achieve it. Until I won't be able to achieve it, I won't take my eyes off it. And you are doing that. Of course it can be, but it's you. But also strength being the sign of Leo, Leo being another fire sign as you are. And you have also here the lion that is very protective. If we are, if I cannot mention it, if we are speaking about protecting yourself from somebody, maybe protecting yourself from a Leo, this is the character from who you are now regaining your independence. If we are looking at things this way, it can go both ways. So let's see. But for sure, you are moving from something that was very hard, that took something of you, towards Queen of Swords, towards something that is much more lighter, much more high frequency. And the Queen of Swords is here to help you activate within yourself, even if you are a fire sign, the energy of the Queen of Swords. She knows best how to take care of herself. This is why, because she's analyzing very quickly, and it's like it's going in background. Does this serve me? Does this do any good for me or not? And she's doing that constantly in the background. She's the best who knows how to cut everything that doesn't support her, that doesn't do her any good. Energy, situation, circumstances, people out of her life, she can cut within her own flesh and blood as long as she is convinced that that thing doesn't serve her anymore. So it's here, it's present here in giving you that clarity with which you know what's good for you and not, and have the courage and to cut it out of your life. Because she does this analyzing very detached, exactly as the Nine of Cups, detached emotionally. People can perceive the Queen of Swords as being somebody cold, detached, not empathizing, but no, it's a mechanism of self-defense. So let's see. What's with the Four of Pentacles, please? Tell me more about the Four of Pentacles. Why? Nine of Wands. This is again the same card as here, in which you fought and fought and fought, and a lot of resistance from somebody else, or you had that feeling of, I'm the only one who's fighting for something, everybody else is gone and everybody else is relying on me and I don't have anybody to rely on, and I'm sick and tired of this situation. And it's a situation in which it's like you have this fence here, it's like you were stopped to continue because it was something that was very fixed, very clinging. This is what gave you that, oh my God, I'm sick and tired of this. But you continued on. You knew that even if it's hard, even if you are broken, even if you are sick and tired of it, even if you are bruised, you have to continue on for you to be able to reach the 10 of Wands, so that you can start that purifying, that releasing of. But it had a lot to this hardship, because this is hard. It was a reason that gave much more to the hardship, or reason of the hardship, the Four of Pentacles. Why is the Page of Pentacles? Eight of Pentacles, please. Tell me more about the Eight of Pentacles, because you started and look at things from that higher perspective, and because of it you integrated a lot. Because of it you are able to say, this is it, I'm done with that, I know I deserve much more better than this, and I'm prepared for something totally new. Not only a new chapter, but a new life. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here? Thank you. Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, a lot of earth energy. I want to see results, but I know that in order for me to see results, I have to take care of my own dreams and hopes, to put the energy, the resources, the time into my own dreams and hopes, in order for me to be able to have the harvest of them. This is being successful. The moment that you start it and look at things from that higher perspective, not only analyzing but perceiving patterns of doing it, you knew what to change so that you will be the one that is successful, that sees results, not only promises, or no, real results. But you also learn to put the effort, the energy into what you really want for yourself, not in an egotistical way, but not putting your dreams the last on the line and taking care of everybody and your dreams and hopes remaining the last one. No, you learn that in order for me to be able to have the harvest, I have to look at things from a higher perspective, make the needed tweaks so that I will have another outcome, because we cannot expect to do things in the same manner and having other results. And with that, you made that change. You started and saw results, becoming successful, knowing why you are putting your effort into it, seeing the results, being the success. Page of Pentacles. Why is the Page of Pentacles here, please? It's like you saw, like, if I follow this path, I can achieve that and that. And it was a part of what you integrated. This is why you are now being upgraded to another level. Page of Pentacles, please. and in a very practical way, you will see things coming to fruition. It's a lot of pentacles, earth energy, page of pentacles, please. Justice, sign of Libra. It's here, and justice will be served, and with that you are bringing back the balance into your own existence. You are balancing everything very carefully. You are learning how to keep everything in balance. You understand that everything is a cycle, like the seasons, but every season has its own contribution to the whole balancing out of it, and you learned how to bring balance back in everything that you are doing. But with justice being here, sign of Libra, I don't know if I told you, justice is here and it will be served, and with that balance is being brought from this situation, the 10 of Wands that was very tiring, very consuming, because you see things, because you open yourself, because you release everything. You are opening yourself towards balance in your life. Judgment, because you are ready for this rebirth, because you are ready for starting something new from that balanced energy, with those important life lessons being integrated. Judgment. Why is judgment here, please? To bring joy back, to bring happiness back, to bring everything that you dreamt of into your life, and you will be able to achieve everything, as I told you, but you need to put healthy boundaries against others that want to cling on you again, because it was, I have the feeling that you were the one that was the keeper, the bread bringer in the partnership, in the house, whatever it was, and it was very easy for this character that is very clingy, not doing so much because you already brought everything, but that put a lot of burden upon yourself. And in order for you to be able to have this new bright new beginning, you have to put healthy boundaries against anybody that wants to put their responsibilities upon yourself. It's like, I'm not against you, but I won't allow this kind of treatment anymore. Nine of Wands. Tell me more about the Nine of Wands, please. That you really had this kind of determination. I won't stop. I don't know how much it takes from me anymore, but I won't stop until I get there. Nine of Wands. Why is the Nine of Wands here, please? Nine of Swords. This is why you continued on, because it was a situation from which you couldn't see the breakout. It maybe was a little bit of depression. Also, it was a lot of dealing with a lot of things and not knowing with which to start. There were so many. I have so much to do and I don't know how to put everything into order. This is why it was so burdening. But because of your perseverance, because this is perseverance, you came out of it. This is why the light that I see, mainly from here, this that comes from above and shows you how to look at things, you were able to come out of this. But it was not at all easy. Good for you, Aries. It's the same, yes, the stubbornness if you want, but this is helping you in I won't stop. I will find a way out. Even if at this moment it doesn't seem like it, I will find that. King of Wands, please. Tell me more about the King of Wands. The Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man speaks to us about enlightenment. Speaks to us about a period in time in which we may feel like being blocked, being stuck, and we spoke about this already. But it's the needed time in order for us to be able to look at things from another perspective, from that higher perspective. Because when we are in this energy, yes, we may feel like we are being blocked, but in the same time, it's the time that is being given to us in order to look at things from that other perspective. Because you know, you can feel it, but you cannot say why. I don't understand everything. I'm not seeing everything. And please help me in order for me to be able to understand, to receive, to perceive, and so on. And you have that willingness and putting yourself in this uncomfortable position in order for you to be able to change your perspective. And he is in this uncomfortable position, that blockage, that until the sun comes and illuminates and starts and melts everything and brings back warmth and light, and the moment that illuminates him, he understands, he knows, he sees, and he's able to change again into a normal position and go on its way. It speaks to us about have just a little bit of patience. You need a little bit time more in order for you to be able to see what you couldn't see. This is speaking about this. And you had that determination in, okay, but please help me. And the sun rays are here, are very close to it. You had that needed strength in order for you to continue and to feel blocked and to have limitations or limitations put by others and have people that are clinging on you, or you needed that. But you know you are having it also. You come to this when you are now looking in reverse, so to speak, and you look to everything that you went through. It's, oh my God, I really am strong. You see yourself in another way because of this experience. You came to that conclusion. Why is strength here, please? Tell me more about strength. Five of Wands. It was a very combative energy. You needed strength and also that guidance in order for you to know how to act, not only react, because you had to deal with a lot of stress, with combativeness, you had to have justifications for everything. You had to be prepared for everything. Or maybe you acted in a domain where competition was fierce and everybody was for themselves, and you had to be prepared in every moment for everything. And this calls for a lot of strength, but you have it. And because you are having it, you are able to overcome it. Nine of Cups, detachment, independence, going towards your dreams, your hopes, taking care of yourself, raising your vibration, and so on. Being much more having much more, being careful, but not only careful, being much more, what's the word please? Selective of the people that are surrounding you, to be people that are optimistic, to be people that are there supporting you, encouraging you, not people that with every moment that they have to fight you. Nine of Cups. Tell me more about the Nine of Cups, please. I don't know if it went on the table or yes. It flipped and flipped back on the table. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is another, these two, the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands are the hardest lessons. And this is, it feels like a little death. But guess what comes after death? The rebirth. And Ten of Swords is betrayal, is taking us by surprise with how others act, whoever was involved in this betrayal, and you are detaching yourself from this because you integrated everything. You take only the lesson and everything else, let it go. And because of that, because you are detaching yourself from this, you are free to start this new life, but you have to put healthy boundaries against people that made this. But you really learned a lot with Ten of Wands, with Ten of Swords, with man, oh man, you had to change your perspective 180 degrees, but you did that. And what's good that these are here. What's worse, it's already behind you. It's not something that comes now for you. It's what you went through in order for you to be able to rediscover yourself, of who you really are, what you are capable of, in order for you to change that perspective that will lead you towards having the harvest that you put your hard work into it, to be the success that you know you can be. So let's see. I will use this Shaman's Dream Oracle for the best advice, best guidance for Aries at the end of the reading. What's your best advice? Take a break. Take care of yourself, mentally, physically, but also spiritually and emotionally. Detach yourself from everything you went through, a lot, but you will be able to release everything and have that new start. Best advice, best guidance for Aries, please, at the end of the reading. Okay, I won't read from the booklet, but we'll take everything. Falling Angel, Spiritual Narcolepsy, So for a while you had the feeling that everything is lost and you didn't believe, and this is why strength is here. Wailing tree, reconciliation. It was the 10 of Wands. It was like everything it's turning into fire and into dust, and oh my god, what's going on? Dust devil, moving out of stagnation. So you're doing that, you are moving out from it, but man, it was hard. It put really something on yourself. But again, I told you, we are choosing these hard lessons. It's like I was here maybe in a previous life, and I really want to make sure that I'll be able to overcome it once and for all. And if this takes something much more harder, I will do it, because I'm not coming back to the same BS once again. And this is what you did. And because of it, you are moving out of this stagnation, of these cycles that repeating themselves into your life. But it was not at all easy. So congratulations that you had this determination of, I'm not stopping, I'm continuing. It's hard, I'm not stopping. It gets harder, I won't stop. And this is only your stubbornness that helps you in a good sense. When we are focusing this stubbornness towards a good outcome, it leads you towards victory and success. So good for you, Aries. Take care. Till next time. Bye.